Back. We're back with SM64. Can you believe it? Yes. Certainly, probably. Don't worry, you may hear a little congestion. I promise you. I mean, like 2 days ago, when nobody knew I was slightly under the weather. I'm 99% today. Nobody, 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, I was so strong nobody even knew I was under the weather. My Peloton output, 284 in 30 minutes. Oof. Yesterday, people said, are you getting sick? I said, no, I'm almost over it. Peloton output 304. Today, people are like, are you okay? Don't be afraid to take a day off. Today's Peloton output, I think it was like 312, okay? So if you're watching the Peloton output as a secondary marker for my health, I'm doing well. Now, mentally, I don't know, but I do have some tea with me. It's too hot still. It's still too hot. I don't have access to the lagging indicator. Oh, you mean Corey's Nintendo Switch Online service? Way too dank? Is that how you use way too dank? It felt a little too dank. Way too dank is when something gets... Whoa! My Joy-Cons! Way too dank is when something gets bit crushed, isn't it? You know what? We should practice a couple of... Let's practice a couple of sections here first. Skirt! Get a little red coin warm-up in, considering this killed our run 10 times yesterday. Oh yeah, no sound, huh? No wonder you didn't understand the way too dank comment. You give it a little double. Skirt. Skirt. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead. If you don't believe me, you can watch Squeaks' tutorial. It doesn't really matter if you get hit by the fire. Camerish movement. Little jump and dive. Take your time. I knew that was coming. Okay, I'm glad we practiced. I'm glad we practiced, honestly. You can get the muscle memory back in order. That's essentially perfect. Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. Nobody does it half as good as you. Baby, you're the best. I wasn't looking. Somehow you found me. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. I think it's... some kind of magic inside you. Like heaven above me. The spy who loved me. Keeping all my secrets safe. Something like that. Okay, hold on. Doing great stuff. Whatever, I don't care. Zap me. What are you gonna do, zap me? We shouldn't do this. Let's be smart here. Even if it took us a couple extra seconds. IMO. Not dying is, it has a certain power all its own. I am off right now, but that's what practice is for. Even my camera game is busted right now, but that's okay, all right. Better. Load suspend point, that's where we're at. Sorry, my hands were getting sweaty, man. Good turnaround. Give me a quick one. Psycho camera is okay as long as you recover from the Psycho circus. Like Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss. Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, Peter Criss. And the other guy? Who's the fourth guy from Kiss? Jesse? It's not Jesse Pinkman. John Minkus? John Bonham? Simone Biles? I wish, man. Nidhogg? Who's the fourth guy from Kiss? There's 4 guys. It's not George Harrison. He wouldn't be caught dead in that shitty band. No offense, but like some offense. Alright, I'll just like ride the escalator here, if that's cool with you. Paul Stanley! That's it, Paul Stanley. I feel bad because I think Paul Stanley is actually one of like the driving creative forces behind Kiss, whereas Peter Criss is the drummer, and I only know him because he was in a Family Guy episode. Like, that's so sad. All of your years of art makes you, like, less well-known than an offhand reference in one of the most popular young adult cartoons of the 2000s. Don't be sad that shit old. Oh, I'm mostly not sad just because Kiss is, like, not that good. And yet another example, and we say this now and then, but yet another example of a band whose best songs are not its most popular. Like, Kiss's biggest song by far is I Wanna Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day. Pure ass song that never ends. Just repeats the same thing over and over again. Love Gun, acceptable song. Strutter, acceptable song. Beth, we don't speak about. Hold on, he's getting kind of clean with it. Love Gun is hot shit. Wait, is that good or bad? Because people say you think you're hot shit, don't you? But if I was walking on the sidewalk on an August day, I might pull my wife to the side and say, oh, be careful you don't step in that hot shit. Looking kind of clean with it. Okay, hold on. I Was Made for Lovin' You is actually, that, you're right, that might be Kiss's best song. It's got a driving beat, certain disco sort of appeal. No! I think that might be their most well-known. All I know is that when they played the closing ceremonies of the 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Olympics, they played I Wanna Rock and Roll All Night, Party Every Day, and that's the version I allegedly pirated off of Napster. It was probably LimeWire now that I think about it. It was a little late for Napster, but... Help! What the hell is that? What are you doing? What am I doing, man? I thought I Was Made for Lovin' You was a Journey song. It's hard for me to sympathize with that because it doesn't really sound like a Journey song. Hold on, I gotta be quick here. Here's the song I always forget is by Styx, because it sounds like a Journey song, is Come Sail Away. Come Sail Away is actually like, it's a bop and a half. I would lose my mind in the best way possible if that became like the classic rock anthem they played in the third period at sporting events. But instead it's always, you know, Don't Stop Believing. If they could just play Come Sail Away instead, I would, honestly, I might buy more tickets. I might. Help. It always makes me think of Freaks and Geeks. Same here. It makes me think of Freaks and Geeks and then Cartman singing it on South Park. But you know, nobody's perfect. Okay, good stuff. Let's just do the quick double. Quick double. Oh, sometimes confidence is the secret. Scariest jump in the whole game. That's fine. You could side flip. You see that side flip? We'll still do the butterscotch mint chocolate chip staircase. We'll go over. We'll side flip back. I dated a Styx fan in high school, and she was, you guessed it, a horse girl. There's honestly, somebody in the social sciences, if they haven't already, they should do, like, their PhD on the existence of the so-called horse girl. Like, everybody in Canada and America knows what you mean when you say horse girl. It's a girl who, like, she always wore overalls to school. She had insanely long hair. Every photo of her you ever saw, she had a riding helmet on. Does this exist in other parts of the world? Like, Europe also has the exact same archetypical horse girl? She wore her riding boots to school sometimes. She always read Black Beauty. What's the male version of Horse Girl? I mean, there's a lot. I'm not trying to be a misogynist. It cuts both ways. There's car guys, dinosaur guys. When you get a lot of dinosaur guys especially in like early elementary school. Fishing guys. There's lots of boys who are into dinosaurs. Horse girls are also not adults. At least I've never met an adult horse girl. This sentence is becoming very confusing to parse. Oh, yeah. Guys who are in either ROTC, Junior ROTC, or like Boy Scouts, Eagle Scouts, etc., etc. You can be like a normal... this is rude and judgmental. You could be like a normal person into that. But then there were some people who like came to school wearing like their merit badges every now and then, and you're like, okay, come on. I get it. You can like tie knots. Okay, let's call this... I mean, we can't guarantee that that's as good as it gets, but let's get a little practice of Bowser 2. What about gym guys? I saw a screenshot from a Simpsons episode that I'd never seen today, and it was an incredibly muscular Milhouse, as an adult, being comforted by Bart, and saying, "Why did Lisa break up with me, Bart? Is it because of my small calves? They're the hardest part of the body to add mass to." And I was like, even if that's a new episode, it just goes to show you a broken watch is still right twice a day. Because I do feel like a lot of gym guys get into it as a result of, you know, a feeling of inadequacy in their younger years, for sure. It's an old one? All right, that makes more sense because the joke is actually funny. Season 12? Okay. I mean, that's still old. That's not how you do this. Oh, I forgot. We should make this suspend point at the start of Bowser 2. What'd you say about gym guys? Hold on. How strong are you? Before I say this, how strong are you? I need to know. And did you get those muscles by working out, or did you get those muscles by like working like with your hands on a farm or something like that? Because that changes everything. I'm still gonna get my ass kicked either way, but it changes like how badly I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Like, I think, to be honest with you, if I had to get in a fist fight with either a bodybuilder or a farmer, and this is, sometimes I'm like, I say things that I'm like, that's false, but it's funny. I would rather fight a bodybuilder, 100%. They're not built for hurting. Whereas a farmer, I feel like, it scares the shit out of me what they're capable of doing with their hands. And with their minds. You don't know what's going on with that, like, you know, pasture medicine and stuff like that. Like, who knows what the heck? They may have had to, like, you know, smother their own animals now and then. Or, like, choke out a rogue bull. That scares the crap out of me. But I also, maybe this is not fair, but I also feel like a farmer is more likely to respect when I tap out. And they're gonna be like, okay, you stupid son of a bitch, here you go. Now, don't ever let me see you again. Whereas, a bodybuilder is gonna be like if they get me in a lethal chokehold, they're just gonna kill me. And they're gonna be like, he was asking for it. So I don't know. It's a tough question. Possibly the worst Bowser throw you're ever gonna see, but that's okay. The danger is offset a little by the honor. I know things about farmers. Like, look, I don't know anything about plumbers. But I used to live in the country. Like, all of my neighbors were farmers. And then me! So I used to... One of my best friends as a child was... our next-door neighbor, and by next door, I mean literally, like, a kilometer away, but also they were still our closest house, so let's call it a next-door neighbor. They had a child who was 1 year younger than me, So we did a lot of stuff together, you know? We played a lot of PlayStation, played a lot of N64. They took their dirt bikes off of, like, ramps and stuff like that, while I stood on the sidelines going, like, cool, guys. No, no thanks, I'm good. But then we used to be on the same, like, we were partners in the bowling league that we played in. That one was my idea. Good schmovement here. And I remember we were going to the provincial bowling championships of Ontario one year. So we stopped off at his house to pick him up at, like, you know, 8 a.m. We had a long drive to Oshawa, Ontario in front of us. And he was like, hold on a second, I have to help my dad with something. And he was gone for like half an hour, and when he came back, he stunk so bad. And his hands were like covered with goo. And we were like, what happened? And he was like, oh yeah, I just had that, one of the cows was giving birth, so I just had to help my dad with the birth real quick. But we're good to go now. And we were like, you know what, that's fine, you can just go inside and like take a shower real quick, we'll just be a little late. He was so ready to just like be in the car for a 3-hour-long road trip. I mean, he was like literally 11 or 12 years old, so I don't hold it against him, but... Hold on, I'm bad at Mario? I'm really glad we took this time to practice. You know, sometimes you hesitate to do the warm-up. He who hesitates masticates on his own lips, wondering why he's never getting his PB. I thought you didn't practice individual segments. Excuse me, Nendroid. I saw you yesterday. Green text, Nendroid. And you said, this guy thinks he's practiced for 1 hour and he thinks he's got the segments down. So which is it? Do you want me to not practice or to practice? I told you anger is my superpower, by the way. This is an accidental 0 cycle, followed by the Tony throw? Tony throw? No! Alright, well, that was a complete accident. Yesterday you said you'd call Sears. I'll call tomorrow. You'll call now. I'll call now. What the hell? Was the bowling tournament at 10 pin? I couldn't tell you, honestly. It was a bowling alley in Oshawa that was right next to what felt like the highway or a major thoroughfare. It had a lot of lanes. It had a lot of lanes. Damage boosting. Just make it. I remember a lot. You remember so much when you're a kid. It was in Oshawa, but we had family who lived in Oshawa. My dad's sister and her daughter, who was my cousin. So, like, we got to stay at their place. This is not how you do this. What's wrong with me? Yeah, she's my aunt. That's true. That's an easier way to describe that. But we got to watch a couple of movies while we were staying over at their place. First, we watched 10 Things I Hate About You. It was a big movie, but, like, you know, I'm like a 12-year-old boy at that time. I haven't seen that movie. Like, that, it seemed like more of a girl's movie. Then when I watched it, I was like, this is a girl's movie. Crying in tears. Then my cousin, who was a year younger than me, was like, hey, you want to see some fucked up shit? She showed us Alien. Or Aliens. I couldn't sleep for like 2 hours while I was watching it. Or after I watched it, I should say. And it got my bowling all screwed up for the tournament because I was just thinking about Paul Reiser's face being eaten by a damn xenomorph. I'm not even trying to do the new tech. So that threw me for a loop. Fun weekend, though. Fun weekend. You're not going to talk about that new tech? Well, I keep doing it by accident, so I don't feel like it's mine to talk about yet. Damage boosting? Like, legitimately, it's not happening because I know what I'm doing. It's happening because I don't know what I'm doing. Now, if I could just figure out what does it, I'd be pretty stoked, honestly. Did you see that? Did you see that improv? Hey, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Zero cycle silly kicks? Freestyling in the vocal booth? I'm sorry, I know I just said oh my god many times. This is why you practice, man. New SAP patch today? I think we played too much SAP this week. We played too much Mario as well, but we made our point with SAP, I think. That's acceptable. We'll take that as acceptable. I would have played more SAP through the late part of the week if I didn't already get 100% achievements in the early part of the week, not knowing that the patch was going to come out. Incredible. Double tap me. Sure, you could just, like, almost kill me. That's fine. I deserve it. That's just me getting HP. Did you get all ribbons? No, I got about, like, 1,000 of them. Still to go. Swans now 1-3. Yeah, we played a bunch of it. We played a bunch of it literally yesterday. Won't play SAP after that. We played it yesterday. What do you thought? We played it literally yesterday. Oh, I'm a fool. You're not a fool. It's just, you know, you think you know more than you know. Act like you've been there before. I'm gonna throw Bowser. We're gonna start a PB. Well, we're gonna start an attempted PB. Help me! What the hell? Did you see the movement on Mario? All right, that's fine. I'm ready. I'm ready. Did you see how much speed he got in the air? I've never seen that before. Holy cow! 3, 2, 1, go. My God, physics, yo.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Thoughts on how to lose a guy in 10 days? I don't know if I've ever seen the whole movie. I've seen bits and pieces because it was on the TBS Superstation every 10 minutes for about a decade. It always struck me as kind of a false dilemma just in its title, though. Because, like, couldn't you just lose a guy in, like, 10 seconds if you just, like, took a dump in his shoe or something like that? Or, like, in his coffee? Like, I don't understand why they had to come up with, like, all these ways to get a guy to stop being into you. Why don't you just, like, pop a squat and just drop a dookie on his bathroom tile? That'll get most guys will be like, I'm out. Some guys will be like, they'll never leave you alone. So I guess you got to execute with some tact there. It is rather nutty. Austin, that is shit. I did see that there's going to be a General Motors, what the hell, Super Bowl commercial featuring Dr. Evil #2, Frau Farbissina, and Scott Evil, Dr. Evil's son. I hate the Super Bowl. Not for the football, but I hate it for the ads. And I know that that's a weird thing to say because a lot of people are like into it for the ads. But like, that's not art. Come on. There's gonna be so many ads this year that are gonna make you want to die for sure. What is this? What are you doing? I'm off today, man. Send me. We're fine. We're fine. Just early practice. Don't do the side flip into the back flip off the wall. Not necessary. Oh my god, I remember that. That is basically the spirit of Super Bowl ads. Remember this thing from like 20 years ago? We brought it back to hawk something you don't give a shit about. And then also, like, what is the next stage of the baby nut life cycle? Are we on Boomer Nut yet? Hey, 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 hey. Thank you. Okay, just gotta yell a little bit. I can't wait for more nut lore. Hello. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hello. That's the baby. Bye-bye. Thank you. She said bye-bye. You like the baby outfit, chat? Essentially, that's why I was 10 minutes late. It probably should only take like 5 minutes to dress a baby. But I am a word cell and not a shape rotator. So it takes a little, there's a little time premium for me when it comes to, I mean, basically it's a 3D puzzle. Like, dressing myself is no problem. I do it almost every day. Dressing another person is kind of like a 3D puzzle. I managed to get it done, but it took longer than I'd like to admit. What do you mean, almost? That was a little word cell humor that I put in there. I added one extra word rather than rotate the shape of the joke. Just something only word cells will understand this. Do you see that? Zero cycle thwomp? Where am I? Too true, fellow word cell. Too true. Ooh. Was she fighting against it? No, it's like, so when babies are like really young, they're pretty easy to dress because they don't have like any control of their limbs. So you just kind of like grab them and put them in the sleeves and stuff like that. Then they get a little bit of like limb autonomy, and then it's a nightmare because like they will just fight against you at all times. She's now at a phase where she like understands that she's getting dressed. So she doesn't fight against it, but she's also like, I'll be putting her arm in the sleeve, and then she'll be like, I want to see Ruka right now. And I'm like, it's just, if you just give me 1 second to put your arm in the sleeve, then we can go see Ruka. And she's like, no! And I'm like, okay, well, like, she's walking, and she might fall down and like smash her chin on the hardwood if she trips, because I got one of her arms like midway through the sleeve. So I got like one hand trying to get her arm through her sleeve, and then the other hand is like, just in case she falls, I'm gonna catch her, and she's just like sprinting to try to figure out where the cat is. The cat's running away. Goldeny. Wow. That was surprising. Are you gonna play Sifu? Yeah, I love to play Sifu. Let's see if you can fit these nuts in your mouth. I might, actually, I might. I'm hoping next week I'm a little bit more sane. And maybe I can find some extra time to fit stuff like that. I would like to at least give it a try. What the heck? Is seafood a real game? I like that. I like that. I don't know if you're joking, but I like that. Sane enough to play The Good Life? Nope. Just slightly too crazy to play The Good Life. Hambuster 2, purple. Hambuster 2, purple. Hambuster 2, purple. Okay, welcome to the key value pair. Goggy with the 0 instead of an O. Pink text. Nendroid, green text. Hambuster 2 purple. Congratulations. You just got a special entry in the key value pair dictionary. Should legit check out Spy Party for 1v1 content. Some of y'all ain't been around since 2012, and it shows, okay? You probably only found out about Spy Party because the person who played it that you watched found out about it from somebody who found out about it, who found out about it from somebody who found out about it from me, okay? You think I ain't ever heard of Spy Party before? You think I haven't been to 12 PAX West where Chris Hecker's Spy Party occupies that same space in the corner booth where it's been since 2008? Come on. Freeze me. I needed that anger. Thank you. I needed that. Maybe that's why you said it. I needed it. Hambuster 2, purple. Goggy with the 0 instead of the O, pink. Nendroid, green. This is no. I think this is healthy. I'm gonna restart this one. I deserve that. I got way too greedy on that one. It was a good run until then. I got too greedy. Don't save those splits. I don't want to see them. Whoops. Three, two, one, go. Why not save them? Doesn't matter.
It's me, Mario.
The less golds you save, the more golds you get in the future.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you.
That's the reason you don't save them. I'll save it on a PB for sure. Speaking of 2012 NLSS, did you confirm the return of the NLSS on Chib's stream? No, not at all. Here's what happened. They announced a new Wii Sports, and Chib said this could be the start of the new NLSS as a joke. To which I said, Bat Chest, so true. Bat Chest is a satirical emote. It means that what came before or after the Bat Chest is farcical. Oh, that was close. He said, so true. I'm hearing a no. You wrote confirmed? Did I put a Bat Chest around it? Either way, obviously it's not confirmed. Have you seen, everybody goes like, NLSS, sad, 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 sad. Have you ever seen a community glow up like this in like the years since we stopped doing the NLSS? This community used to be like 24/7 game suggestions and arguments. Now it's only 24/7 game suggestions. We've had like an enormous improvement in the last year. It's insane. Throw the bomb! No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Counterpoint. Yes, it is. In hindsight, had a lot of great times on the NLSS, don't get me wrong. A lot of classic bits. It ages well over time because people only post the episodes that had classic arguments, like, you know, thawing an Uncrustable in your armpit or Robert's fridge. They don't post the Trainwreck episodes. Those get swallowed up by the ether. But I don't know, personally, I don't know if I would recommend staging like your entire online presence on Twitch around like arguing with your friends for 10 hours a week. Rob only having time to take a dump once a week. That's another classic for sure. It had its time. It's honestly like I should cancel things more often. My whole brand has been like never cancel anything and then just do it forever until you and the audience both resent each other. I should cancel things more often because that is really when like public opinion hits its peak. The more shit you cancel, the more shit people miss. They don't appreciate it while it's running. Everybody's like, I hate this shit, I don't want to... Oh, so golf again? 6 months, no NLSS, people were like, please bring it back. Those were the best days of my life. I gotta start, you know what you do? You do one episode of something, cancel it, and then say, by popular demand, we're bringing it back. That way you get the positive lift from the nostalgia of it being canceled without having to put in all the legwork on the early portion. Hey, now we're talking. Coke Classic strategy. You know, on the Coke Classic cans, it says original cola flavor. What the hell does that mean? It has cocaine in it? Obviously it doesn't. It might have used to, but that's why I drink Diet Coke. I don't want real cocaine in my drink. Just maybe like half an Addy tab. I don't know if there's even a thing. In my head, I was like, okay, there were like 7 different processes all at doing just-in-time shipping to get that punchline out there. One of them was, what's something that's kind of analogous to cocaine, but maybe not as bad? And my brain was like, Adderall, shorten it for the Zoomers. Okay. Then another thing was like, what form does Adderall take? And I was like, pills. But pills is not a funny thing to say, so just say tab. But does it even happen in tabs? Or is that only like an acid thing? I don't know. Tab's a different drink altogether. Tabs in your browser? Dude, it's so fucked up. When I was born in the 1970s, tab browsing meant you were in a convenience store. In the soda section. Now tab browsing means you're using Google Firefox. What the hell? Life comes at you fast. So true. When I was a kid, tab browsing meant you were in the beverage section of the convenience store. Now tab browsing means you're doing your taxes online. Thanks, Obama. I love seeing more minuses than ever before. If you think tab browsing in 2022 is when you're in the beverage section of the gas station, you might be a redneck. Here's your sign. Split me. Terrible bit. That's why it's so good. Making a good joke is hard. Making a joke that's so obviously bad is the second hardest element of comedy. Not the hardest. A good joke is harder. I say this as somebody that enjoys stand-up comedy. It's actually so funny that stand-up comedy exists. Like the idea of going, like, getting a babysitter, paying for parking, going out and eating dinner, walking to a comedy club and having like a couple of rum and cokes while somebody up on stage just tells lies to you for 45 minutes is so funny to me. If you were like, do you want to do that? I'd be like, yeah, sure. Like, sign me up. But it's kind of hilarious to go like sit down in a room and watch someone tell lies to you. Normally, they only do that at the Republican National Convention. Hey-yo! Whoa, you can't say that on TV. Well, on some channels. Okay. Now, we're back to red coins already. Do a little focusing on red coins. Stop this. Sorry, sorry. I'm ready. Change tabs to give a +2, +2. Oh, thank you, thank you. Red coins, red coins, red coins. 2 quick ones. 2 quick ones. That's the quickest it's ever been. Reverse. Incredible reverse. Early jump. Don't touch the wall. Good stuff. You got a little time. Now you got some time. We grabbed that. 4 quick ones. We wait it out. Because we can. 1 quick one. Triple jump me. Phase 1 complete. Bonk. We don't care. We do a quick Simone. 4 quick ones. Turn it around. Up to sundown, see where the bad guys are to be found and make them lay down. Acceptable. We accept that. Second scariest jump in the whole game. Beautiful. 2 quick ones. I'm gonna wait 1 cycle for cowardice. Honestly, we buy bonds there. And I'm gonna do 1 more coward strat. Because we need confidence. Like Mars needs moms, we need confidence. That could have been worse. Look, not setting the world record anytime soon. Not gonna set the world on fire, but there you go. We got something. We got something. We'll take the simple way up. Nice. Now, don't forget the star. Not so bad. Like, at least we got... We haven't made it past red coins in a day, so that's, like... That's new. What am I doing? Recovered? Cycle camera? Gotta improve that movement, no doubt about it. Right. I'll live with that. It's all... Bowser 2 is like such an insane time save for us right now. That's what it's all about. It's not copium. Like, I fell... At the end of Bowser 2, I fell to the start of the level and then did it again. That's a little schmovement save right there. Bowser 2 was cloned from Bowser in a lab. Hey, I do have to say, I've been watching some other Netflix shows. It was recommended to start watching Midnight Mass. I started watching Midnight Mass. I'm willing to say it. Seems like a pretty good show. Really good show. Emily in Paris? Come on. Look at me. I'm not watching Emily in Paris. Gen Z, Sex in the City. Look, actually, I don't know what it's about. I've never seen it, but... Midnight Mass is like an 8. It's nice. So I watched, Hold on, I gotta focus. Yippee! Fortnite and Cola! No! I gotta learn this, man. I gotta learn this. That's not even close. Just don't die. Again. Again. There you go. There you go, you little squirt. No, you don't need to save those. That's fine.
Mario.
You don't need to save those. I'm in the damn walls. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's me,
I can't believe I went in the
Mario.
damn pyramid.
Hello.
Star me, star me.
Okie dokie.
This is the run. Thank you for the exclamation marks. I appreciate it.
I baked a cake.
One day we're gonna get there, okay?
Princess.
35% chance. We missed 2, so this is our 35. It's nice. So I watched the Haunting of Hill House a couple years ago, and that was good. I enjoyed it. Then I didn't watch The Haunting of Bly Manor, which is the spiritual successor, because I heard it was a little ass. So imagine my surprise when I watched the first episode of Midnight Mass and realized that it's the Haunting of Hill House. It's the same individuals. What is this? That's not even how you start the run. What the hell? I had it for a second there, then there was a ground pound, then I walked a little bit inside. He did Dr. Sleep too? Dude, he's off to the damn races. Dr. Sleep kind of sick. I don't think Dr. Sleep is better than The Shining, but I definitely think that The Shining is not as good as people think it is. Not bad! Alright, sure. No, no, no. Because then he falls right on the thing. What the hell? What the hell, man? I just shot it right in his damn face. 3, 2, 1, go. Like, this is an interesting take, okay?
It's
But
me, Mario.
I think
Okie dokie.
if you were making a list of the most overrated movies of all time,
Careful. I baked a cake for you.
The Shining would make my list.
Toadstool.
Because I think it's not that the movie is bad. I'd probably give it like a 7. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was regarded as the best horror movie of all time by my demographic. I think it would be #1 best horror movie ever between like 25 to 35-year-olds, The Shining. So that puts it at like a 9 to 10, and I would give it a 7. That 3 points between me and the masses, that's what constitutes it being overrated for me. Hereditary? Okay, pump the brakes. That movie's a national treasure. Ooh, he's back? Don't bad chest Hereditary, okay? I don't know what my favorite horror movie of all time is. I do love The Thing. But I think I prefer Hereditary. And it might even be Hereditary 1, Midsommar 2. I know that means I haven't put enough thought into my list because I can be easily lambasted. I'm okay with that because it means that I'm honest. That's not so bad. A24? Yeah, dude, I don't know. A24 is my favorite director. Here we go. Goldman. Thought you were an Aliens guy? I don't know. Like, I love Aliens, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I'd put it in... It's a different emotion, you know? The feeling you get when you watch Aliens versus the feeling you get when you watch, like, Hereditary, right? Hereditary is just a deep feeling of unease. Like, Hereditary is the feeling you get when you're in a hotel and you're just about to close your eyes and fall asleep, and then you're 95% sure you left the stove on in your house at home. You know, like, there's going to be an increasing rising action of dread as you drive home 3 days later to see if your house burned down. And then Aliens is like, your house is on fire and you're in it, and every door that you open is more flames. It's two different emotions that are, you know, I'm not saying that you can't compare them, but I would draw perhaps some kind of delineation between them in order to make the comparison more effective. Get fucked. I'm sorry, I didn't say anything for 5 seconds. I had to come up with something to say. My split? What the hell? Okay, that was horrible. Actually horrendous. It was whack. Most underrated movie? I mean, if we're applying the same criteria for, like, you know, movies that the masses dislike and I love, I had to tell you, most overrated movie of all time, probably The Shining. Most underrated movie of all time, probably Crank 2, High Voltage. I actually think that movie's like a legit 9 out of 10, and I think the average movie viewer probably thinks it's like a 3. I'm telling you, I think the Crank movies, I mean, admittedly, I've been saying this for like 10 years now, and it still has not come true. Much like the kangaroo video being fake take, but I honestly have been waiting for the revisionist history to come around to Crank and be like, these are some of the best action movies ever made. But I think there's two possibilities. One, let's start with the remote possibility that I might be incorrect. I gave that about as much time as it deserves, because that's about as likely as it is to come to pass. The other possibility is that filmgoers still take themselves too seriously. They're not ready for Crank yet because they're all too busy trying to get people to subscribe to their Substack with takes about how, like, Avatar 2 is actually going to be great. I think Crank 2 will rise in the historical record. Let's put it that way. What about Gamer? No, this is how I know I'm right. Gamer and Death Race are pure ass. Those movies actually suck horrendously. I don't have a Jason Statham bias. I'll be honest, I think if I had to say whether I have a positive or a negative opinion towards Jason Statham movies, I would probably say negative, which just makes Crank that much more impressive for me, and Crank 2. Because I don't give a shit about the Transporter. I mean, I guess, like, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch, you know, I got put some respect on that. It was a long time ago, though. But I don't have, like, a Jason Statham, a positive bias. Except for Crank, I guess. That's possible. Hold on, I got my muscle memory back. I've unlocked a portion of my brain previously locked away from me. Arcane knowledge. It's just that easy. I think I was thinking too much. What about The Expendables? I think The Expendables is ass. I wanted to like it. And stop me if you've heard this one before. I apologize. But they didn't do what they should have done with The Expendables if they wanted to honor the 80s action movie culture, which is make the movie, like, over-the-top violent and insane. Instead, they got together, like, the super cast, and then they just made it, like, kind of, like, overly serious and boring. It was coasting on the fact that it had, like, a mega cast of 80s action stars, when it should have played more into the campy stuff that made those movies actually still have some relevancy in the 2000s, I think. Yeah, they should have made it more like Tropical Thunder. Exactly. Bonk me. 2 golds. What the hell? What the hell? Andy McVie. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. At least it's not Andy McG, the director of Die Another Day. Did McG do Die Another Day? I know he did one of the Charlie's Angels, right? Or both of them. Help. I gotta go fast. This is a problem. Saved! Didn't he do Mission Impossible 3? That's fine, we'll live with that. I believe Mission Impossible 3 is, J.J. Abrams. Which is why, at the end of Mission Impossible 3, you hear Darth Vader's telltale respiration sound, followed by the sound of a lightsaber turning on. And then it fades to black, and it says Mission Impossible 4 coming next year. Gaming! I'll wait 1 cycle. I never actually thought to ask what the J's in J.J. Abrams stand for. What if his name is just J.J., short for J.J.? Like J-A-Y, J-A-Y? That's fine. We'll side flip up. Michael Stipe voice. Side flipping. Deserves a quiet night. A quiet side. Alright, I'll probably just take the stairs. I think. Learned a valuable lesson there. How, dude? How? Thoughts on John Woo's Mission Impossible 2? Really not good. Sorry if that offends you or whatever. Face Off, great movie. Actual great movie. Oh, that hurts. 30 seconds slower. Face Off's incredible. Is it though? It is. Yet again, well, like Face Off actually reviewed very well, which is kind of surprising. But again, like that's a movie that has like character, but the masses write it off because, oh, it's so silly that Nicolas Cage has John Travolta's face. Okay, well instead they should have just made it into like yet another 5 out of 10 movie where like the cop stops the bomb. Sorry that like they stretch the bounds of realism for the purposes of entertainment. Lord knows that's illegal in movies. Why don't you go, just go see Mona Lisa smile, okay? Maybe you're not cut out. This is a problem. Maybe you're not cut out for a movie as advanced as Face Off. Maybe you're not ready for that yet. He do be spinning, man. That's fine, I'll just be in the sand. I think he hit me. Saved? How's that, Squeaks? Nailed it. Sanj, Sanj. My god, he's actually figured out how to do the triple jump. We'll probably get it wrong next time. What the hell? A soul for a soul, man. Don't burn me. Don't burn me. Alright, bit of a scuffed run here. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, whoa, whoa, I'm in chat, I'm in chat. No, I'm not in chat. This split was just terrible. No, no, no. We don't reset until... Like, I mean... I'm avoiding the psychology that we reset when the PB chance is low. If the PB chance is nil, you're more likely to reset, but you gotta get stronger throughout the entire range of the pedal stroke. You know what I mean? There you go. Now you towed it. Easy toad. That's not fool's gold. That was regular gold. We got 40 seconds easily made up on Bowser 2, especially if we zero cycle. F. That's not so good. It's more efficient to train the same small task over and over again. Here we go! It's Chad's favorite discussion. Why would you do a whole run when instead you could just spend your whole life practicing and then never do a run ever, but in theory, your maximum effort would be so good at that point? Why have fun when instead you could just min-max even your entertainment value in service of absolutely nothing? In a... Well, that's not the split. Hold on. We have one more one to get there. You hit 8. You hit 8 and you pull it back. He's done it. False split. That's why I'm watching 8 streams at once. No, it would be more efficient to watch 1 stream at once and be a tier 3 subscriber. That was a close one. 47 seconds. The PB is still alive, honestly. What have I done? I know what I've done. I've just gone and caught Mips. You stupid son of a bitch. Spin him! Instant Mips clip, perfect swims, perfect Bowser 3, perfect BLJs, pole clip. I didn't hold ZL. I didn't hold ZL there. I was too busy forming words. I won't let it happen again, I promise. It's still alive. It's still alive. It's just a little airborne. It's just a little airborne. Perfect swims. The fact that we're only 1 second off from our PB there was... From our PB split, to be clear, is kind of hilarious. Focus. Don't go so far down. There you go. That's probably a 32-second save right there. Every time. Not so far down. Better. Swim. Bad swims. We'll call this mediocre swims. Recover right here. We'll take that. No, Bobby. Oh, man, that was a little spooky. Staying in there. Plus 0.1, we'll take that. Now, this is where we make up our time. If I can get in the tube. I forgot what button to press. That one's on me. But you know what? It's a learning experience. Double jump. That's a nice little recovery. Let's take this side. It just feels better right now. Okay, this is where the marbles start to count. Gaming. Confirmed. Okay, now. Good little schmoove up there. I'll accept that. I'll accept and wait a cycle. I will accept and wait a cycle. I'll live with that. I'll live with that. That was schmovement I can stand by. We were very close, though. Possibly could have tripled it. Please. All right, that's going to make the PB somewhat more difficult. Oh, man. Okay. Let's reset. Don't save those golds. I want more golds in the future. Let's throw a quick slash marker in there. We'll call that slash marker SM64-1. I'm telling you, these runs are going to get a little